Doing a breaking news event. Toby from his office was looking at the ISS space station and he suddenly saw something come into frame on this live feed, and he shared it to us right here at Third Phase, and I'm sharing it with you right now, the people around the world. Take a look at this. We're speeding this thing up. The video lasted for 9 minutes. We're cutting it down to a minute, sped up about 900%, and we're bringing in some brightness contrast so we get a good look at what's going on with this craft. And I wanted to bring along Dr. J. Andy Elias. I just shared this video with him, and I wanted to get his thoughts of his first opinion when I shared this video of what you think this is tracking the ISS.
You know, first when I was looking at it, I didn't know what exactly I was at. It was space dust particles, but then as the video progressed and you actually see things starting to move, in the very beginning you see these orange dots around it, and one in particular is above it, almost as if it's going to it. And at the end of it, the entire thing kind of shrinks up a little bit, so it's almost as if it's a giant, it could be a mothership for all we know, with these little orange balls being the small Earth excursion ships that Stan Friedman talks about that are always, visiting Earth.
Well, could you tell us, Dr. J, what did Stan T. Friedman say about some of these different kinds of ships visiting Earth and some of the other sizes that are out there?
Well, a lot of people keep talking about these motherships, and they're saying, well, if they're going to come traverse these, tens of scores of light years or hundreds of light years to see another planet, wouldn't they bring a lot more with them? And the answer is yes. What you're seeing when you see a 20-foot diameter disk is you're not seeing the ship that actually came from another world. You're actually seeing a little scout ship. More than likely what you're saying is a mothership, or a ship that's carrying all those smaller excursion vehicles, is probably parked somewhere in our solar system orbit, maybe by the moon, maybe by the sun where it's getting some of its energy, maybe by the outer planets. We don't know where, but the point being is wherever that giant ship goes and releases the other small ones to do the activity is what we're seeing. So every time people see something in the skies of Earth, that's what they're seeing, let alone being a mile wide or 5-10 mile wide ship.
Absolutely. Whatever's stalking the space station here, we're not exactly sure what it is, and if you think you have an idea, leave your comments below and share your ideas of what's happening in this incredible video shot from the ISS. And people, the UFO hunters out there like Toby Lynn that noticed this anomaly, sharing it with us at Third Phase Moon. That's what we want to see, and the best way to do that is either Twitter, Facebook, Skype, subscribe on YouTube, Third Phase Moons. And we're going over two incredible images, one from Google Earth and another from NASA. Let's get to this one from Xinjiang, China, of what appears to be two major jetliners escorting a UFO. What is this massive plasmic orb leaving chemtrails over China? Do UFOs leave chemtrails? Is this some kind of new secret project? The Curiosity first photograph captured, we got a lot of UFO police out there, and they wanted to share these anomalies captured in space right over Earth. Brent, what do you make of these from the International Space Station? When we get these links from the UFO police, as you said, Blake, from around the world, what's interesting, they send us a direct link from NASA, which we like best, that we could pull it up from the NASA archives and take a look at what's actually being distributed by NASA. And what we're looking at here is strange. We're looking at these lights in the sky, these two bright red orbs. And as we zoom in closer, we notice that there's actually maybe structure to it. So, Blake, we should brightness contrast. If this thing actually has more of a structure than maybe possible just orbs, it could be a spacecraft in space. Well, it's interesting that, and everybody look at the description below for the original links from NASA. This is the real deal. These lights, and then when we're blowing them up and putting some brightness contrast in it, you notice that there's another set of lights that was invisible at the point, but with the enhancements, we're looking at something that, well, really we can't explain, and that's what we at Third Phase Moon like to share. Again, everybody, join us on Facebook and Twitter, and our Friday radio show every week. We have an incredible show Fridays. Everybody join us. It's 9 p.m. LA time, 12 a.m. New York time, Third Phase of Moon Radio. You can share your UFO sightings, your alien abduction stories. Never know what's going to happen on Third Phase of Moon Radio. So remember, tonight, join us, 6 p.m. Hawaii time, 9 p.m. LA time, 12 a.m. New York time for Third Phase of Moon Radio. The link again is below. Now let's get to the next anomaly that somebody just sent us via Facebook, and we're going to Mars right now. And Mars Curiosities, capturing all kinds of incredible images, but this one I gotta say is baffling to me. What is this thing in the sky or atmosphere above Mars? It's obviously not a scratch on the lens. It's there. It's a plain as day black and white photo. Again, the original link is below in the description. Brent, what do you think?
Yeah, Blake, it's definitely an unidentified flying object as far as I'm concerned. People would say that could have been a bird here on Earth, and they'd say, why are you showing this on Third Phase Moon? But hey guys, we're on Mars right here. No birds on Mars, obviously. Something definitely suspicious about this. Is there alien life on Mars? Are they observing Curiosity as we speak? It's a possibility. Let's hope so. We would like to, get more information, people on the ground, taking a look at these Curiosity photos. Hey, please send these anomalous objects, these photos. We find them very interesting, and really appreciate the people looking out for us on these things. And definitely something strange going on Mars.
This is something that you would think NASA would blur out if it was something that's actually what we're seeing. Why didn't they blur it out? Or are they trying to finally get the truth out to us? What is the explanation? I wish NASA would kind of come clean on some of these. Also, just a couple days ago, we posted on Third Phase of Moon photographs submitted by the True Seeker #1, and he said we need to get this disclosure out. And let's take a look at this photo, Brent. It's the machine on the wall. We're going over it again. Again, the original link of this photograph captured by Curiosities in the description below. What we're looking at here, Brent, is possibly just some kind of weird looking formation on the face of the wall there. But when we started to enhance it and then put some color to it, he said it was a machine. You could kind of see, like on the top, it almost looks like a nozzle of some kind of hose or straight up some kind of machine, but I don't know what it is. Everybody watching right now, decide and leave your comments below on what you think this is and all the photographs that we've just shared right now here on Third Phase. Brent, what do you make of our enhancement here of this weird structure on the wall of the face of Mars there?
Definitely a peculiar structure we're looking at. It was nice that you put in this gray tone to give it a kind of a machine look, make it stand out. It's embossing the image. I'm still on the fence. I can't tell you if this is an actual machine on Mars, but I can tell you it's a strange formation, and it's something to take a look at, and that's what we're here doing at Third Phase of Moon. We're not claiming this is actual proof smoking gun of anything on Mars, but True Seeker #1 said there's actually something looking like a ray coming out of the nozzle. I'm looking at it. Hey, there's something there. It does look like something may be extruding from it.
This has been in the news. It's been making the rounds, Brent, this other anomaly captured on the surface of Mars, and what appears to be some kind of light vapor apparition in the background. We're zooming in on it. What is going on in this photo? Again, we don't know. We're sharing it. The original links below. Everybody decide what's going on here. It's not a reflection of some sort. Is it some kind of what is it, Brent? Any ideas here?
What came to mind first was maybe it could have been a reflection off a shiny rock where the sun just hit it, glinted off the stone, and that's what we may be looking at right here is a glimmer of a reflection of light coming off a rock. But again, the way it just disappears moments later, that leads to believe that it's something else than a rock.
We're still waiting for NASA to come forward and explain these anomalies. They're not saying, hey, this is what it is. They're not debunking it, discrediting it. They're just putting it out there. And while the people, the police, the UFO police, keeping an eye on these images submitted by NASA, everybody's keeping a close eye on this stuff, Brent, and I appreciate them sharing it with us right here at Third Phase of Moon. You keep sharing it, Brent.
The thing about NASA, you never really get an answer from them. As we've tried to reach out to them many times and kind of get answers to these questions that everybody's been waiting for. But as they say, NASA stands for never a straight answer. And I kind of have to agree with that because they really won't budge on coming out and disclosing any other types of theories that we here at Third Phase Moon and our fans around the world would like to share and have their opinions. But they're not going that way. They're open and shut case, and they're making their choice and not trying to disclose, unfortunately.
Yeah, we ask astronauts, live when they make their live appearance of whether or not they believe if we've been visited by alien extraterrestrial, and they believe that there's life out there. They're not denying that, but they don't think it's going to happen in their lifetime where we're going to make contact with these things. So basically, they're shutting it outright out in broad daylight, like, hey, look, we're never going to find aliens in our lifetime. It could be maybe thousands of years from now. I'm not buying it. Everybody here at Third Phase of Moon, stand by. Join us on the radio tonight. Again, that's 9 p.m. LA time, 12 a.m. New York time. The number and the description and the links below. Don't forget to call in and share your UFO story, your alien encounter. Share it with the world, because without you, Third Phase of Moon wouldn't be where we are today. The world's largest UFO channel on YouTube, approaching 100 million views worldwide, and that's just on YouTube alone. And we just approached 160,000 subscribers today. Everybody, thanks a lot. Keep your eyes on the skies, and we'll listen for your calls tonight. My name's Blake Cousins, and we'll see you again next time.